Alright, this video is going to be on control groups. So, control groups are ways to jump to your units, even when they're across the map, and to build units without even moving your screen. So, control groups are vital for competitive play, and I'll show you how to create them and how to modify them. So, to create them, you could control click your units, and then control 1. I put my hatcheries at 4, my units at 1. 1, 2, and 3 are units. Um, and so 4, 4, jump to my hatchery. 1, 1, jump to my zerglings. So control groups, you double tap them to jump to them. If you select it once, you will only select them. You could see single tap, you could rotate between them. So if you're selecting your units like this, and you don't want to look at your hatchery, but you want to build units, you could single tap, SZ, build some zerglings, and then go back to moving your units. Now, when these new zerglings up here are going to pop, it's going to be interesting how to add them into this control group. There will be two ways. One is more efficient than the other. First way, big box, control 1. But sometimes you can't box units because they're just too far away. So I can't just box these lings and get these lings down here. So what I will need to do is box them, press shift, and then click the control group that you want them in. And then, yeah, now they're in the same control group. You could have 12 units in one building at a time. Now, say if there's a zergling that it's a little bit hurt and you don't want it in your control group anymore. This one right here. What you could do is hold shift, click on it. Now you have to overwrite the control group. You have to press control. Control is for writing control groups, and then shift is for adding, modifying your control groups. So you could shift units out, and then you got 1. This is especially useful, the shift thing, if you want a zergling at like a few bases. So you want a zergling here, you press shift, click right here, shift, click, right click right here, shift, click. Now, to get them out of your control group and make sure you don't just do this again, oops, I'm bringing them all back. What you need to do, shift click, shift click, shift click. Now, you have to press control 1. Now when I click this control group, these lings are now out of the control group. So, control is for writing, shift is for adding, and shift is for getting things out, but to make sure they stay out, you have to write a new control group. Alright, I think that covers control groups. Figure out what works for you. Try to do a balance between unit control groups and hatchery or production control groups. This is going to be a Zerg-centric guide because I am a Zerg, but you could learn things if you're another race. Personally, I do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0 as hatcheries, and then just 1, 2, and 3 for units. After that, I just box units and attack. Like that. I just do this at this. Also, if you just want a nice spread of units, you could always do this. So that's what shift is for. Yep. Alright, thanks for watching. The next video will just be how to select units, weird things. So, it's going to be not so useful, but maybe kind of useful.